Yes.
Hare Krishna once again to one and all present here. Dear parents,
Hare Krishna.
welcome you on behalf of Neve Values Plus, Nurture Plus. Today's workshop by our esteemed speaker once again, Ms. Kalpana Mohan. Hare Krishna, ma'am.
How are you?
Yes, ma'am. Good, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So, dear parents, as you may be aware, ma'am has been conducting many workshops, and she's back again to give us a wonderful topic today. And just brief about her profile. Ma'am is a teacher by profession, as you all know. She has a very rich experience of 35 years, and she served as a principal at Vidyashilp Academy, ranked among the top 10 ICSE schools in India for over 18 years. She has presented several papers at various summits and possesses a great passion for education-related activities. She has won several awards for her contributions to education. Very recently, she was awarded as Distinguished Educator India by AKS in Dubai and bagged the South Indian Women Achievers Award in the field of education. She motivates all her teachers by standing as a role model in the act of giving back to the society. Currently, she is an academic advisor to the Basil Woods institutions. Over to the day's topic today. Very, very interesting and important topic, I must say. It is a universal truth that parents want their children to excel in every endeavor they undertake. However, they are often left wondering what could be the best way to motivate their child. It is seen that most of the children's learning happens by observing their parents more than what they grasp by listening to advices. In light of this fact, a good starting point towards influencing your child could be by being a role model yourself. Children fortunate enough to be able to look up to their own parents for inspiration have a better shot at shaping their future in a positive way. Parents spend a great amount of time with their children and can imprint the young minds by being exemplary themselves. It becomes important that parents understand the true essence of being a role model. So this is the day's topic. You are my role model. Hope you enjoy the topic. And thank you once again, ma'am. Over to you to entice us. Thank you.
Hare Krishna and good morning. Yadu, you started an entire thing with a very positive note. Yes, the children will look forward for the parents to be their role models, and they will definitely have so many things to block from them. So what is the responsibility of the parents? What they should do is the way in which, how can they be a role model, etc., is something which we would like to share today. So I'm just sharing my screen with you all. It may be a very interesting thing to see that we are basically looking forward for, as a parent, that all the time we have something or other to talk to the children. But what are we talking? We sometimes we even don't know. Second thing is, in front of them, we say few things which the people may or may not agree, but children just swallow it. That's what is we are looking forward in this particular session, that what all we can speak to our children. So I start my presentation with this. Are you a role model for your child? Yes. How we can call it as, are you a role model? What is that I have to do for that, etc. What you do is much more important than what you say, is the answer. Are you a role model for your child? Yes. What do you do is much more important than what you say. Your children and teens are always watching what you do. Definitely, you are standing in front of them, doing things in the house, doing so many things, and they will definitely watch you. But they all know how you handle stress. They watch you how to treat other people, and also they deal with your feelings. Sometimes you get very angry, sometimes you shout, sometimes you scream. Everything they see, and all these things, they soak this information like little sponges. What we can call it as blotting papers. Nowadays, it's not there because we don't have leaking pens. But earlier, in olden days, we need to have a blotting paper in the stage. When we write, the ink, if at all it's going to get more on the paper, they will put the blotting paper on it so that it absorbs the excess ink. That is, it will absorb quickly. Even when you think the children are not paying attention, they do look into it. They'll be playing somewhere, but their eyes and ears will be on you. What my parents are doing, what are they trying to work on, how they talk, how they are shouting at each other, everything. So you are a role model. They will always see you as a person who can help them, or who can guide them, or you can spoil them too. So this is the basic structure. Are you a role model for the child? Yes, you are, because what you say is not important for them. What you do is important. They see your actions. So we start this theory, social learning theory. According to it, people learn by watching others. I always ask a question. Just close your eyes and think of something. I say lotus. Everybody thinks of a flower. Pink color, red color, flower, garland, maybe a symbol of a party. Lotus. But nobody thinks LOTUS lotus. Very rarely. I don't know, for the sake of thinking, they may do it. But always we are all picking everything visually. Even when you say some person's name, you think of their structure, how they stand, rather than their name written in spellings. So we are visual people. We see things. We want to see things too. So only I will remember. When even if you describe half an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes about something, and one picture is shown. That's why visual teaching is becoming very, very highly influential kind of teaching in our teaching methodologies today. So there is an instance, there is a Bobo doll experiment demonstrated how kids imitate the behavior. Researchers discovered that children treated the doll the way in which you treated them. And they become aggressive when inflatable doll becomes aggressive in their intention. They just keep punching and all. And they also, when they treat it very kindly, they treat the doll with kindness. I always tell this to in the classroom when children play teacher. I tell this to the teachers. At home, they all play teacher. The moment that is there is be one dupatta and one scale in their hand. Not that all the teachers use the scale, but basically, if the teachers are having and talking in that tone, they have it. Will you listen to me? They will say. But the way, if the teachers have taught them in a different way, come on, children, let's play. Then kids also teach their own parents or anybody who is playing with them as a student, they treat that way. Very simple. This you can see at home. Children, when they are playing, when they are doing things, we can really see that. So, see this. You have a very, very big opportunity as an adult. Think what you want your kids to learn from you and model that in your life. Most of the time, if you look into it, most of the big musicians' children or artist children or the players and something like that, they want to imitate the parent sometime or other. Particularly, you can see some people who are, say, doctors' children becoming doctor, lawyer children becoming lawyer. So they continuously see what parents are doing, and if they are appreciative of it, and if you think that what their parents are doing is beautiful and good, they follow it. So we see that how you want your kids to be, you model that in your life. Naturally, there will be times when you make mistakes or do things exactly as you had planned, but that's okay. We can make mistakes. It's not that we are all out of mistakes at all. Children also should know the parents also can make mistakes. And how they come over the mistakes is something which we have to work on. The children always thinks that what parents have done to them or what adults do with them is the same thing which they will be able to follow and replicate it. They get angry the way in which the parents get angry. So when you have an opportunity to talk to the children, talk to your kids, and you can tell them where you've slipped, what you can do next time. It's nothing wrong to share your experiences which are not good. Last time I went there was a problem. I couldn't do it. But what I did, I took the help of this, I took that, and I went around again, I made it things again, things and so on and so forth. So, you slipped somewhere. It's not that you are going to be perfect all the time. You always have done mistakes. But you can definitely come back. And you can tell the children, you can sit and talk to them. You can even make fun of yourself. You can say that, see, when I was there, I didn't study this properly. So I was having issues. Then later, that's why I'm telling you, you please do it. Kids learn very important things even when you make mistakes. When mistakes are made, only you will learn. That we all know. But as Chanakya said, I have told you before also, is that we don't have so much time to make mistakes and learn. All the mistakes you can't create. So learn from others' mistakes. And as a parent, if you had made a mistake and you have come over it by doing some remedial thing, teach the children too. Nowhere you need to worry that, should I accept that I have failed? Please, you must. Where we have made mistake, if at all you don't accept to the child will try to imitate you. The false ego will come in. Every time people cannot be successful at all, there will be a lot of slips. I mean, if you look into our own lives, there are a lot of slips. It's not that we have been successful in the one go. Every time we have fallen and got up. Allow the kids to do it too. The metamorphosis should be stiff. It cannot have a smooth sailing all the time. We can't cocoon the kids and open the cocoon without any effort. The child mouth cannot come out. The moth has to push the cocoon to come out. The moment you open the cocoon for them, they become useless. The moth dies actually. So you give that experience, you share your experience where you made mistakes. Please tell them there's nothing wrong about it. Okay. How? That's exactly what. Parent by example is probably the best and simplest and almost all-encompassing parenting advice you will ever get. Parent by example. Is it easy? No, absolutely not. You have to be very, very conscious what you're doing. You have to see how things can happen. You need to work on. You have to really, really in front of the children, how do you portray yourself? You can't portray yourself falsely too, because you should be natural. At the same time, your children should not make that as a habit. So we always have days when we argue with family member or something we know we'll regret later. We just fight every day. In fact, if you see the families, everybody, they fight. They also fight and they tell unnecessary things also. But the simple truth is, none of us are perfect. Absolutely. We all know. How can anybody can be perfect? There is no perfect human being in the whole world. Nobody. And we all do something or something someday. Some mistake, some unwanted thing we will do. And the child should, and we all know that whatever we are doing, the child should not listen or see. But we do. How harshly we speak to our own spouses, a servant, a person who is under us. We all do that. And even in the phones, we do shout. But after a misstep like this, it is just important as our initial action. What should we do? In moments like this, that allowed you to demonstrate challenging emotions of forgiveness, humility, and empathy. Yes, you've done a mistake, but immediately make amendments to it. So that next time you are in the picture of parenting perfection, take a moment to step back and talk to your child about what just happened. If you have said something unkind to your spouse, for example, make sure your child can also hear you apologize and discuss the incident. So you have fought with your husband or with your wife. You would have said unwanted thing. What are you thinking about also? Blah, 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 blah. But it's all over. The child but heard everything, saw everything. Your anger, your body language, everything is seen. But later, when you are saying sorry, or when you are saying, oh, it's okay, I told in my anger, etc., even that should be seen by the children. Why? Because they all should know the mother or father doesn't only fight, but they also compromise. They also say sorry to each other. They forgive each other. And later they just erase whatever has happened and proceeded with what they have to be. They should not get angry and they don't speak. They just keep a long face and shouting and screaming. This has happened. Everybody's life. My life, it has happened very often. Sometimes without our knowledge also. But it made our children, it makes our children that my parents are always fighting. It was some embarrassing situations in our lives. Sometimes they will go and tell somebody else, oh, my father and mother are always fighting before. Oh, they speak about money. Something like that. Why did you spend unnecessarily? They will be fighting. They will go and talk to others. My parents always fight, They go and tell. It's a very embarrassing situation. And second thing is, and we would have easily patched up also, and that patching up will not be known to the child. So here, what are we discussing is when you are modeling life skills, when you are having differences of opinion, when you are angry, when you are shouting or screaming to others, it's not only your spouse. It can be anybody. It can be your driver. Hey, why did you come? What is it you are thinking of yourself? All those things you should say. Then after that, then things are over. Oh, I'm sorry. I was in a hurry and I was angry that I need to reach that place on time. You came late, so I shouted. Don't mistake. Even that should be heard by the child, seen by the child. Then the child will understand, okay, it is not acceptable all the time you should shout and say sorry later. It's not done. The moment you start telling sorry and get yourself excused, those incidences will come down. And the child will know, eventually, my parents are not that very bad. Otherwise, there will be an image, my father always shouts, my mother always shouts. It stays with the child, it doesn't go. So that's one of the things. Then another very important factor is the healthy life. When you eat healthily and exercise on a regular basis, you are setting a good example. Plus, if you are fixing healthy meals and limiting fast food, you are helping your kids avoid childhood obesity. That is, the children will be able to listen to you, see you eating properly. Cooking is done at home all the time. Very, very, very rarely you go eat outside. Junk food, of course, junk food, very less. These things will create an impact on the children. It's a very good example. You can be a very good example to the children. And also say, you have to eat this, you should not eat this, please don't eat outside. For that, you also should not eat outside. You will have one thing, you should not eat all this thing, and you tell the child is not going to listen to you. Either with your knowledge or without your knowledge, the child will go and eat outside. It's not childhood obesity also, only that. It can be leading to other complications, gastric and things like that. Because how clean and how hygiene the outside foods are. So we need to be very careful. This one of the very important thing, because growing up children are very, very, for them, health is very important. Or are you struggling to get your child to eat healthier food and stop watching so much of television? Are you struggling? Yes, we are all struggling. All the people in the world today, first thing, my son is sitting in front of television or computer all the time. You can't expect them to do it on their own. Show them how. Sit down and share healthy meals and snacks with them. Reduce your own TV time. And plan outdoor activities. Take them out, play with them. If you see, recently one advertisement was there. The child asked the father, Daddy, why you are not playing outside now? No, I've become old, I've become big, and I have a lot of work I have to do, finish it. So I couldn't go play outside. The child immediately take a tab and sits. I think I'm also grown up now. I'm going to use only this, and I don't have anybody to play with. Anta. Immediately, the father and the mother looks at the father, and father takes the child out and plays. Recently, the advertisement came. Yes. When that is, I think, for some hygiene, Dettol, or I don't know, that is kind of soap. I'm not sure very clearly what kind of advertisement it was, but this is the advertisement. That is, the children see what we do. We sit with the system all the time. We have official work, and we don't go out and play. And your child, what do you expect? Father is sitting with one tab, and child is also sitting with another tab. Today, it is all inevitable that we are having online classes. They have to see the screen all the time. But after that, just do something, some activity, even at home. Play some chess or play something. I think the carom board playing, chess playing, olden days, that snakes and ladder, Ludo, those things are very interesting. You can do those things so that the children are engaged outside the screen time. And also you can have a bike ride. You can take them for a walk. Come, let's go and buy vegetable by walking. All those things. You can come in your bicycle. I'll push you and come. While coming back, I'll put my weight in your bag and you will carry it and all, some responsibility. It will be nice. We can do that. This also will start with a healthy lifestyle. That the children will think it is very healthy. Children will know that's the most healthiest part of it. Okay. Then this is very crucial, because today there is basic respect for the people is lacking. Why it is lacking, God knows. But I attribute this to definitely parents. Every parent want to raise, they want to be a kind and beautiful and good child. Only when we model respect and empathy in your own life, it cannot happen. Be respectful to everyone to interact, and soon your kids will be doing the same. The moment some elders come, please stand up in front of them, talk to them in polite terms, and tell them, give respect and whatever they want. Sometimes we do make that kind of mistakes. Even at home, the adults will be troubling us. Please listen. No, you have become old. Please take care of it. We say that. But immediately we need to, no, we are telling for your good only. No, please sit down. So you change the tone and tell them. And empathy. See, the one major problem today's world is that humanness is gone. Person will be sick, person is not working, even your wife or somebody. They only have to get up and do anything. They need to do everything, and you can sit haram. Your body, your well-being is very important to you rather than anybody else's. You have to be comfortable. That has become, it's self-centered things are there. Others are really happy. Should we be with them? Should we help them? It's not there today. Why it is not there? Because you have not shown it in your elders. Some of the places, oh, I have done everything. My child is not doing. No. What you would have done is, you will say it was like, you would have done all your things saying that it's a burden. So why I will take the burden at all? The child's go away. For example, if you go into a grocery store or a waiter when you are going for an hotel or a favorite restaurant, or your own driver or a servant, if you say, please, thank you. If the driver keep your bag and say, thanks, pa. Your servant, I finished my cleaning. Very good. Thank you so much. So these things will make the children also to say the same thing. See, we need to work on it, because every time, even a small thing, small gestures will make a lot of difference in the child's life. So saying a please, saying a thank you, even it's not wrong. What is wrong in saying a thank you for your servant or the driver or a waiter in the restaurant or a grocery? I finished your bill. Thank you so much. The child will listen and say the same thing to them. Very important. So we are the people who can do that. Then allow your kids to see being compassionate and empathetic to others too. Use situations that occur around you to talk about how others must be feeling. Teaching to be empathetic is one of the best ways to prevent bullying others. See, this is one of the major problems which we all face in the schools, bullying. Always think that one child cannot be the same as another child. If you may be having so many things because your parents have given, but some of the parents might not afford to give so many things to their other children, so they will make fun of them. You learn, one child is learning Carnatic music and singing so well, and you don't know how to do it. So what you do, you bully. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, Carnatic music. It's so olden days. Yeah, you are very old. Oh, you are not cool. The child leaves. Such a talent is going wasted. That's what will happen. So how to be empathetic, how to treat others very well, how we can, the empathy is nothing but treating the way how you want to be treated. So teach them that. Be very kind to others. Be very compassionate to others, particularly when you have pets at home, you can easily do that. The pets are the people who cannot talk to you. But they express their love. I'm seeing like dogs are very good example. They are very big stress busters. They come to you even when you are angry. When you are angry, they also keep on sad face and sit next to you. When you are happy, they also jump with you. So they know your moods. Similarly, other people's moods are very important to us. Other people's situations are very important. Please teach the children. And that can be done when you do to others. Easy, but difficult, because to practice that, it needs a lot of patience and courage. So think about that, how to talk about, treat your friends, family members, neighbors, and even yourself. You have to treat yourself well, right? Would you say hello on the street to a stranger and hold a door for someone at the store? We can do that. When somebody is having two baggage and they are struggling, so we can open the door for them. Or when you are walking, hello, how are you? It's okay. See, in most of the places in foreign countries, even though they'll just even wait for your answer. They'll say, how do you doing? Enjoy your day. They just keep walking, smile, one good morning. What's wrong? What's wrong in smiling? When give a smile to a stranger, the stranger will become friend to you. Your child will learn how to value other people and institution by watching our example. They will see. They'll see how you are saying hello to you. The neighbor, oh, the neighbor wants, what is this man is doing all the time, throwing kachara on my face or to. You talk about the neighbor and your child is saying to him, he's put there, no. He come and say, because he is going to say what you told about him. He's going to say the same thing. That's why I tell all the parents all the time, like, don't talk about the school and teachers in front of the school children. Don't do that. Because the children will ask you, if you don't like the school, why did you put it? And the child will ask, is the teacher bad? Why you are not putting me in that school? This is something which we have always done that. We have done all that time, we have done in front of children. We speak about the child. There was a story once in a while, like long back. It came in one of the messages for me. A child when goes and asks the mother, Mama, will you give all your jewelry to our my ayah who comes and look after me? She says, no, how can I give? I'm blocking that and going. Will you give your saris and everything so that she can wear every day? She said, why will I do it? Then, are I not precious to you? Why are you leaving me with her and going? That's what the child asks the mother. The mother is at a fix. She has to answer. But she has to tell. We can tell differently also, because most of the parents have to go for job and they have to be told why they have been leaving the children with these kind of people and all those things. We can say, even though I don't have anything very valuable and all, I just lock it up and go. I don't ask somebody to keep it safely and take care of it. But I'm asking I have one special person to take care of you. That's why I'm leaving and going. It's not that I just left you like that. I can also lock up and go. But that's not correct. You are a special person to me. You are a very, very darling to me. I love you so much. So I want somebody to take care of you in my absence. If the answer is like, the child will understand what is the kind of necessity the child has to be with the parent and also with that I am. So we are the people. Just keep quiet and stay here, okay? That's what we say normally. Don't ask any questions. But when you reason it out, when you've been very kind and we are explained to it, similar thing the children will do to others. Very important. And also they take cues from you. Self-worth. Am I worth this? Just I have narrated the story. How worthful you are. The child is feeling low that he has been left out with Aya. No, you are a precious person. Make him really, really special. So the moment you are respecting yourself, the child will start following your lead. The child will come behind you. The child will say, I'm excellent. My mother parents are excellent. Then communication skills, very important. This is what we are all looking for. Do you wish your child would talk to you more or choose to speak instead of scream? Consider your own use of your words. Do you use them to hurt, criticize, or argue with others? Even if you are not your children. You make fun. That boy, difficult, yeah. How they can bring such kind of children? You talk about other parents. Words are powerful. Words are powerful. You know, in Tirukural, Thiruvalluvar said, Teenal suttapun ullarum arade navinal suttavadu. That means to say, even if the hand or any place you get burnt by fire, it may heal. But when you say something, navu means the tongue. When you say some hurting, horrible things about somebody, it will never get healed. So words are powerful. Even for your child, you would have done something. The child will carry it throughout their life. If you demonstrate how negative, harmful, and disrespectful language can be, your child will do the same. You will use bad words, the child will also use the same. You swear on somebody, the child will also swear. And you want to listen to a child without interrupting? Be mindful how you communicate. How your child complete attention has to be given. And you are teaching the child to do the same thing. That they call it as art of listening. Art is what? A is for attention, R is for the responding, T the time you have given to the person. Art of listening. How art of listening? You give time, you respond. Very good. Yes. Fine, fine. Lovely. Not only to you, you talk to people like that over the phone or in person. If somebody is talking, just sleeping and looking into the mobile and seeing messages, such a disrespectful act. Such a disrespectful act. When somebody is talking, you are going to seeing the mobile. Nowadays, it's become habit. Nowadays, it become habit. Everybody has to see that when somebody is talking. And attention giving, you have to, A is for attention. You have to listen, attend to the people, respond to them. Sorry, okay. Oh, you are doing this. Ask questions. So you respond to it well. And you give time for the people to talk to you. The child has to talk to you and you have to talk to the child. Child doesn't need your presence, 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 but they need your presence, presence. That's what one of the recent quotes I got. The children need your presence and they want you to be with them, talk to them happily. So the positive communication skills. Yeah, you can do it. Fantastic. Oh, you've done this today. Lovely. Oh, what did you say? What did the teacher say? Talk. Communication, exchange. Very, very interesting. And outlook. Communication is also not enough. How you take things. Is your child convinced that he is going to fail in the class, not make the team or lose a friend? Consider the energy in your family. Do you focus on positives? Perhaps that negative outlook begins at home. The next time you make a mistake, like burning dinner, think before reacting. Then remember to laugh and suggest you feel lucky for the chance to order out. It's often simple and not so drastic mistakes that become very best opportunity to model good behavior. Recently, I read one small story. One of the houses, very poor house. Father and mother do work. Father and mother comes in the evening. Only one boy, one child is there. 2-3 children are there. They are all sitting. And in the boy is little inquisitive kind of boy. 3-4 kids are there. The mother works all over the day and outside also, at home also, because father doesn't know how to do. The mother comes and she will make rotis and give it to everybody. And sometimes because the mother is so tired that some of the rotis get burnt. But the father always eats it without telling anything. The boy asks the father, Papa, the rotis are burnt. You don't get angry. The father answered the child, the rotis can be burnt, but I don't want to burn your mother's feeling by saying it. She is doing with great love and she's also equally tired, but in spite of it, she's doing it for you. So what's the use of saying is burn? It's okay. It tastes good for me. So what is the kind of role model that father is to be? That is what we are looking for. How empathetic, taking care of the family, consideration. That lady is working through the day also. So even if she makes a mistake, it's okay for them, father. That the father says, take it that way, Papa. It's okay, 1 or 2 days. Or even if it's burned roti every day, it's fine. Rotis are rotis. So we are poor and we know what we have to do. And it's not that very nice to tell your mother always, why are you burning the rotis? It's nothing, it's wrong. Because she's also tired. We are not helping her to make it. So she's making and giving to you. So take it. That's the model, what we are talking about. How you can become empathetic, considerate. Today's world, we need to be considerate. Earlier, people were saying the husband and wife should share their work. I'm telling you today, the sharing of the work should be proper. It is not like earlier days. The parents also teach the boys how to cook, clean the house and keep things ready, and also teach the girls also to do the same thing. Oh, my daughter won't do this. My daughter cannot do that. Those things are all very common today. So teach them to do their household chores. What is wrong? It is not below our anybody's dignity to do their housework. Whatever you are, you can be in a very, very big position in your life, but it's our house, is our house. We need to do for that. So it is very important to teach both children, boys or girls, is immaterial. They need to do the work. They have to be taught to help the parents. It is not that they will always sit and eat or sit and enjoy. Parents will support. They have to support the parents. Both the sides it's going to be. So positive outlook is very crucial. Then work on anger management. Oh, this is very important. Why it's very important? Because anger is something which nobody can share. Today morning also, 10 minutes before I got angry for not keeping the system, it's not working, this is not coming, that's not coming. We get angry, temper, throw tantrums. Everybody does out of frustration. We all are frustrated because we are all working, we are running around. Sometimes whatever, anything I do, nothing works. I'm the only person in the whole world getting affected. That's what our anger is all about. We always do that. So how about you? What are you doing? Responding to stress, anger, or hurt feelings is a valuable tool that you can model your child. Today, so many people, including me, whatever else, as a parent, we have also frustrations in front of the children. Can't you do what I'm saying? Can't you drink that water on your own? One tone, we do that. We are very angry for everything. We do get frustrated. We are angry. Why we are angry? Because we are frustrated. We think we are tired. We are stressed. We run around. Oh, I have to finish, I have to finish, I have to finish. We do all the things. Because we are living in that society. It's a fast-paced, demanding, stressful society. And your anger is a natural reaction. You immediately get angry. So next time when you face this kind of challenge, try to remain calm. I don't know. I'm telling you. But it is difficult, I know it. But see the transformation that happens to the child. Calm, take a deep breath, and talk through the issue rather than shouting and screaming. If appropriate, talk to your child and what triggered your anger and how you dealt with it. You tell, I'm sorry, Baba, I got angry because of these things. And henceforth, I'll be careful, okay? So the child also will take a step back and think about his reaction. The child will also come, Mama, they throw the bag here and shouting and screaming. So he will also say, oh, my mother always thought why I'm angry. So I will think how I will also should do that. So maybe instead of becoming mad, you'll become a little, okay, positive and sad. So this is one very important. It's very difficult because most of the houses, this is the one thing happens everywhere. As I told you, even 5-10 minutes before I had it. But after doing it, saying sorry, saying regretting, I'm sorry I did it because I was having these issues, etc., can solve a problem. But not always. Keep reducing. You have to reduce that anger to a great extent. So keep this in mind. Teaching by example is often easier and more effective than forcing your children to obey the rules. By scaring, threatening, tempting with rewards. I think of the example of the mother who screams at her children to stop yelling, but she will yell. This I said to tell to the teachers also. Children, don't shout, and she will shout. And how the children will react to it, they will also shout only. She really wants them to stop, but teaching them how effectively to communicate, just modeling them the same behavior. You are shouting and screaming and say, stop shouting. And you cannot say, you are scared. If you do this, you see. Hands like this, this gesture is a very poor gesture in the classroom. Threatening. I will see to that. What do you do? You are not listening. You're not listening, telling anything to me, right? Let me see what I'll do. Parents do that very often. Tempting. If you do, I will give you this. Negotiation. Then every time the child expects something to be given. And after some particular time, you will not be able to do it. You will give empty promises, the child is not going to listen. I always had this issue. First 2-3 years, third grade, fourth grade parents and all, my darling, my child, ma'am, don't tell anything to them, ma'am. I don't even scream at them. I don't even touch the child. That so many drama and all they will come and do if you shout at the child for something or if you reprimand the child for something. My child is so nice. He's doing everything at home. No problem. 6th, 7th standard, the same parent come and tell, my child is rebelling. My child is saying, back answering me. Why? Because you did it. You came and spoke to the teacher. You spoke about the school. You back answered your elders and adults. The child will do. So teaching by example is often easy. By being what you are. But why? It is easy because just threatening and scaring and tempting with gift will not help. It all will fizzle away after some time. They won't even get scared when you are shouting. Empty. Oh, this woman always shouts at me. My mama, no, she doesn't know anything, but she will shout. This is what the kids will say. Are we looking for such kind of thing? It's something which we have to look on. So anger management is something is very crucial. So tell the children how really they want to stop doing things, how effectively they have to communicate, etc. So before we leave, so many things we discussed. Parents can role model, but possibilities are endless. What I have given in very, very few points. Very few points. Healthy living, anger management, modeling your behavior, positive thinking, good communication, very, very small things. But it's not about perfect parent, rather. It's about being mindful that your words and actions are being watched and observed by your children. You are being mindful. You always think, whatever I do, the child is listening, seeing me what I do. See, whenever you see and I always tell the parents, see, I have told once long back also, if at all you remember, we all will do things which is unnecessary. 2-3 things easily we do without any white lies we say. Tell them the phone call will come from your friend. Tell him that I'm not there at home. Tomorrow your child will say to you that I'm not there. The child will not go to school and say, I'm in the school only. Why did you come late? I had a special class. All these things. But we don't know. We only started it. And another very important thing I can say, there are so many areas. So for example, driving, which is one big thing which is happening everywhere. The moment there is nobody else, you drive through a wrong signal or you do one way. Particularly in the service road, you must see. The child will be standing in the front in a two-wheeler and the father will come in one way without anything, no helmet, nothing. How do you expect the children to learn? So, you have to be mindful of what you are doing. You have to see what you are doing. Throw water unnecessarily. Drink, eat junk food. When you're, I will get from hotel. So those things are going to be very, very crucial. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is very important. Then, this is a good thing for us as parents because it means every day we have a chance to help your children become great people. Every single day we can talk. Want to become, let me help you, etc. So if that happens, you are able to make the children becoming great people. This is what we want. We want our children to become great people. So happy parenting, all of you. All the very best. And I'm ready to take the questions. We have 10 minutes time. We can take the questions. I have a question. Divya, கொஞ்சம் எனக்கு தெரியலப்பா, எனக்கு தெரியல.
Agree to all your opinions now. Live chat press பண்ணுங்க.
There is a question here. Agree to all your points, ma'am. We should expect change in the child. But sometimes how polite we are to them, they refuse to listen and test our patience. Any suggestions? That one is a question. Yes, even if you are polite, they do have angry, they don't listen. But is there any measurement for your patience? The patience there is no measurement. Till the children agree, till the children comes, we need to be patient. We also lose patience after some time. So just now, I lost my patience in 2 minutes because the picture was not coming properly. So patience level is not measurable. You can't, there is no yardstick, this much only I'll be patient. No. The patience should be absolute. We have to be patient to the core. That is where the children is going to learn from you. Once or twice, you are going to be terribly patient until them. Slowly, your being patient will come down. The children will start learning quickly, responding to you. So first level of patience, there is no yardstick. Till the children agree to you, be patient. That's the answer for that. Because we can't say, I have been much over patient. That means you have to be more patient. That's it. Oh, this much patience I have, it's okay, I can become angry. It's not that. So that's how we need to work on.
No screen.
It is stopping. It is stopping. Any more questions, parents? Anything more? Yadu ma'am?
Yeah, looks like they don't have questions, ma'am. I think we can end the session then. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. So thank you very much. We enjoyed the session. Whoever attended, I think the parents and we teachers of NEEP, as usual, we look forward to your sessions, ma'am. So rightly, you have said that, the very first slide tells us that what which is very difficult, but trying to be knowing that we should be mindful itself is one exercise, and I think we all should work towards it and be conscious of our acts. And this teacher game, I remember, because the very first thing which portrays to the mind of the children is they have taken the dupatta or a small thing of the mother and then stick in the hand. So that is how they are portraying the teachers. But I think now things have changed, and teachers are also very polite and nice towards children, which is very nice. And parents should accept their mistake is something which we usually miss out, is what I feel, ma'am. So we fight, as you say, with our spouse or with whoever, with our in-laws or anybody in the family. But when we apologize, we should make sure that, the children are around and they see what we are doing, which we miss out many times. So they always take that fight stays in their mind. I think this is a very nice point which I took from the session. To reason out with children also, we don't find time, ma'am. We keep, we miss out on that also, is what I felt. So we should sit and reason it out as to why we were angry. Anger management is I think it's a whole topic, and it's a very big topic. I think we should take many sessions on anger management itself. Very vast topic. And how we should sit and reason it out with children, we don't do that. So all these tips are wonderful as always, and we take a lot from your sessions, ma'am. After many days, we are having a session today. Thank you so much for your time. I even like the fact of that art thing, what you gave us, attention, respond, and time to be given to the children. So I think the parents and the audience will introspect and will think about all these points, what you've given, and work on it, I'm sure. And thank you very much once again on behalf of all of us and all the audience here, ma'am. So thank you, dear parents.
It was actually a very great pleasure for me also, Yadu ma'am. Like every time when I talk to you people and the topics what we choose, and it's so apt and very valid for current days.
Yes.
And second thing is, I think this session was a little short, thinking that I will have more questions.
Yeah.
I thought that we parents will have questions. One question was pertinent, that we have been patient and all. But still, more number of time and energy and effort we put in for doing this, modeling the parents, modeling the children, is something which we have to work very heavily. All the parents have to do that, because it's not, actually it is difficult than been said. It's very difficult. It's not so easy at all. But one thing what I want to say is, it is difficult, but it's not impossible.
Impossible, it's true.
So we take that from that area. It's like how maximum we can support ourselves, become models for the children.
Very
so
true.
We, first of all, talking to ourselves and saying that let me do things for my child. I think that mindset will make entire thing happen properly.
Correct, ma'am. Very true.
It was actually an enjoyable session for me too. Actually, I was retrospecting and I was reflecting myself where all I have done mistakes.
Yes, ma'am. So many things we as parents, we know that we have to do. And when we hear these sessions more and more, it just reiterates the fact that we have to be in that direction, and the direction is correct. Absolutely. So your sessions are very, very throws the light on that and helps us to move in that direction. So thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Thank you for your time.
You, sir. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, parents. Thank you very much for joining once again. Thank you.
Please fill the feedback form.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, ma'am.